Yeah, portals online. Running ahead and then we'll get this underway. Alright, that has been run. Let's get this one going. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! The Dragon Lord must be defeated. And may the light shine upon thee. We're starting with an herb, the armor, required key, no spells, and 18 strength. We are all set for the early game. Immediate town, and looks like the southwest corner too. It is dodging. Drakey is running away, which I suppose isn't too big a surprise when I've got 18 strength to start. Toasty! Remolder, the key to keys, but not the key to keys. There's a hand axe, a broadsword, and a small shield here. For now, I want to get myself some levels, and enough for gold for keys. Level 2, we get 8 power, 5 agility, 2 health, 20 MP, and radiant. I love lamp. Let's go see if I can't take some Zone 2 enemies then. Level 3, we get 8 power, 9 agility, 3 health, 2 MP. Lots of early ambushes. That's enough for level 4, where we pick up 4 power, 2 agility, 3 health, 5 MP. Warlock. I have enough for a key now. I should probably stay out here until I have enough for 3 keys, though. Which I think would be 160 gold. Slightly less than that. Nice. Excellent. That should be enough for level 5 too, yes. We get 9 power, 2 agility, 4 health, 14 MP. Thou hast chosen the fighter class. At least judging by all the strength I'm getting. The reason we farmed to 3 keys was so that we could check both the Remolder Inn and the treasury in the castle. Not quite enough for 4 keys, which would have also been useful. But we're kind of hoping to get gold in one of these chests and come back and stock up. Just an herb back here. We stole the innkeeper's stash. There's the gold I was kind of hoping to find. There's a replacement key, so we don't need more gold. More gold? More gold. Triple gold and a key. The high security vault. Going to buy 5 keys rather than the full 6 here so that we have enough for a broadsword. We'll see what's down here. If it's a dungeon, we're gonna go grab that broadsword and come right back. It's tablet. There's no enemies here. And 1 item, we'll check it. It's a fairy water. We might want that in the end game. We might want that in the middle game as a repel. But for now, the play is definitely to get that broadsword. Enough for a small shield. In my opinion, most underrated item in the game, even if you do want to upgrade to at least a large at some point. But it is one of the most cost-effective ways to increase your defense. Level 6, we get 1 power, 6 agility, 2 health, 21 MP, return, heal more. Dong dong dong! I'm torn. Do I keep exploring or do I head back to Remolder, heal up, and then go exploring? Don't think I'm doing enough to either of these nights. Oh, so much for going back to Remolder. We'll try going to the northeast. Also, my initial thought of southwest corner is off. We saw more down. There's a cave. I kinda don't want a dungeon right now. Not until I find another town. I think it might be time to call a retreat and see what's at level 7. I know I was saying a moment ago I was getting lots of power. We need some hit points and power. Warlock. Goes down in 1 thanks to the broadsword. This one doesn't go down in 1 though. Level 7. We get 13 power, 9 agility, 1 health, 4 MP. We need hit points. This is Swamp North. Wraith, Drakey. Ho ho ho. Green Dragon. We're not quite ready for them. We need another 20 or so hit points. And Garenham, home of the Garen hamsters. We have found the hamster tunnel. Back here we have a Stones of Sunlight, gold, and wings. We're going to see what's in the front. Let's pick up a stack of herbs and a dragon scale. Oops. I didn't buy the dragon scale. Only 2 defense, but very strategically placed 2 defense. Here there's a flame sword and we'll take the large shield. unless we find a silver, we're probably fully equipped. Excellent. Just crit the Wolf Lord. Have I found my zone for a bit then? Metal Scorpion is also good. Wolf Lord, Metal Scorpion, Ghost. Level 8, we get 2 power, 8 agility, 6 health, 5 MP. I'm going to level 9, but we are gaining nicely. We aren't quite ready to take on a green dragon. Excellent. It is dodging. I don't want to leave this zone. The enemies are just too good here. Actually, it's not that the enemies are good here, it's that the other zone enemies are just terrible. And so much for this zone. Even if I did get away from the red dragon. That is enough for level 9 though, where we get 6 power, 8 agility, 3 health, 4 MP, and stop spell. How do I feel about my chances against a green dragon now? Probably still kinda meh. Oh my, I got away a second time. Right-hand edge of the map. Inspector, Spectre, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I do need a bit more everything before I really want to be taking this fight. It's one of those you can win it if you have to fights right now. About 8 more health before I really want to be fighting green dragons. a 13 to 26 range. Let's go get our MP back with the hamsters. Probably lose that MP. Oh, we get away from the red dragon again. But this time it took 2 tries. At this point I would... Can I take a knight? Well, obviously when I crit. But I'm pretty sure I can anyway. There's a cave and a bridge to get to it, and another cave. Closer cave is the Stones of Sunlight. Empty means herb, or... No, I only have 5 keys. Empty cannot mean key. This is harp trade, which we don't have. Was I wrong earlier? Am I actually at the top of the map? New town. If it's Hawksness, do I fight whatever's here? It's Kentlin. We'll canter on in. There's a silver shield here if I want it. Which I might. Patrick's armor means no damage on the barrier tiles. I am probably coming back here, which means I probably want silver shield money. Excellent. My rough judgment is that the coordinates are going to be somewhere around where I am now. Level 10, we get 1 power, 9 agility, 2 health, no MP, and outside. Nice for unlock. Only to lose it to the Stone Man. I was hoping to make it to a dungeon. think I do still want to swing at a Warlock, at a Skeleton, even the Scorpion. I also do want to check what's on the spike tile here. Probably beat Green Dragon and Axe Knight only, though. Maybe I can take a Blue Dragon? Not yet. Or maybe I can because it likes to cast Hurt more. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I need about another 10 hit points before I can really take that fight. Even with Stop Spell. I think the one thing I do want to try is... Oh. Okay, maybe I do take this fight. Just heal whenever he doesn't cast... Whenever he casts Bite more. And heal in his other slot. Good for 180! Alright, let's try this again, except now we know. So of course we immediately miss. .32 is a safe swing. As soon as we saw the 15, he can do no more than 31. Thank you, Erdrick's armor. Give me just enough HP to survive that. You could still kill me with the one shot from that. Definitely gonna cast Return over walking back. I could still get intercepted by a golem if I don't. She didn't steal a torch from me. Gwillem will still always carry a torch for me, though. Darn it, I could use those enemies, so of course the slime is the one that stays. Taking this because it's the level. Even if we do have to wait for it to not max roll. Or we could win the fight. Dead enemies deal 0 damage. Level 11 has 0, 6, 7, 13. Now we're ready for green dragons. Even if they are dodging. As we take exact lethal, because I thought 6 agility was going to be enough to move their attack power down by 1. Night has sleep. I think that's a full 6-turn sleep too. I think the best thing I can do is just try to swing through. Bonk. That should be a safe swing. because it had the stones. This one's gold. We've got 3 chests out of the Garanam, 3 from the treasury, so that this should be number 9. Go to 2500 so that we also have enough for the flame sword. Normally with the broadsword I wouldn't bother with the flame sword, but I'm already going to be doing the grind. These are actually keys. Definitely still okay with swinging at warlocks. Do I take this fight or do I run? Garanham is right on the other side. I hope yeah, I saved. Is probably safe. This range could be 15 to 31. Probably isn't, but it could be. $48, $49, $50, $51, $52, $53, $54, $55. And we find ourselves a token. Now, where was Kentlin with that silver shield? It was up along this river here. No, it's past the river. Past the bridge, at least. Do I beat a wizard? Do I beat a wizard with Hurtmore? Probably, but I want to get that silver sheep. I forgot to buy the flame sword. Hopefully there's a flame sword at Kentlin. Oh, no, it is past the river, but it's past the river this way. There it is. Rare footage of the keylock guy not bailing me out. Bonk. All 3 shields down here. I am on fire! Still, I got the silver shield before I took the death. Let's go back into the swamp cave and hope for some hit points. Get some 10 extra defense. We're not going to take too many bites that bring us below half at one shot. Level 12. We get 1 power, 4 agilities, 1 health, 1 MP, heal, hurt more, ding ding ding! There's red dragons out there though, do I care that much about hurt more? I mean, I could stay here, fight green dragons and blue dragons. Here's another town. Hawksness would be good here, question mark? It is a new town, I do have to keep trying to get over there. Mistake. Crochet, thanks for the follow. Going to need to... And welcome in. It's nice to see on the dragon. I think I probably do want to try and get another level here. Game's giving me everything except hit points on my levels. I guess if the game's gonna give me that many blue dragons, I may as well just use the spike tile. I was hoping to get some greens in the mix too. Ho ho ho, green dragon! I was saying I was hoping to get more of them in the mix. As I miss my second stop spell against them, so probably 1 in 16 stop spell resist. Maybe 1 in 8? I have hit most of the stop spells. There we go. Actually, this is gonna put me just short of the level, isn't it? I should probably just lose this fight on purpose for the refill. Dodge doesn't help either, but I was trying to lose. I didn't think I could win it on 1 heal more. At least not without some serious stop spell luck. 400. Let's take it out on small enemies and get some more hit points. At some point, that elastic band does have to snap. Level 13, we get 14 power, 1 agility, no health, 3 MP. It's another 7 damage per swing when I go into the fights, though. Excellent. Just crit. It's an ambush. Because of what we've seen outside, we'll have to keep leveling. Would have been nice to see some health last level so we could fight the red dragons instead. The game can drop like 20 health on you at any time. There's a 16, so 32 is... We've seen 15, so 30 is his maximum, but that was before we even got the silver shield. I'll have 2 heal mores after us, but now I only have 1. Running was a bit of a mistake, rather than just losing the fight. can win this fight now with Hurtmore. At least when we don't run into the 1 in 16 miss chance. Twice in a row. Go back into the swamp cave, we'll pick up level 14 and see what happens. We would absolutely love a bunch of health and Rebel. Actually, we already... No, we don't have Rebel. Still reasonably happy to swing at double-digit enemies. There's Axe Knights here. There's also Golems here, so it's not really a great farm zone. The Golems can two-shot me. Excellent. Level 14, we get 1 power, 4 agility, 14 health, 7 MP. That is a nice amount of HP. Probably could take a Red Dragon if I was willing to play it super cautious. Hey Sayaka, welcome in. Somebody needs to give the machine a good smack then. And if that doesn't work, use a bigger hammer. Looking like we're taking 14 to 28 from the Armored Knight. Here's the town we saw earlier but couldn't get to. Yay, it's Brackenhairy. World leader in exports of disappointment. fight the poltergeist, just not worth much. New cave, it's the grave. Do I do more than the top 3? I don't think so, especially with not having seen Mountain yet, or Goal, or Hawk's Nest. Should be defense breaking this guy, so I should be fine. We have gold. A cursed belt, at least one search spot. In fact, we've seen one search spot, the coordinates. And an empty, could be herb or key. New town. Ho ho ho, green dragon. And we find that Hawk's Nest, and I think I saw another town. Love to see a green dragon or hex knight here. It's a red dragon. I was saying I could take this if I had to. Thank you, Silver Shield. Means I can safely swing on 40. Red dragon down. And we find ourselves boo. Still taking it. We've seen golems, but they didn't have more than punch. I was saying I could take this fight if I had to. This is the reason it was if I had to. Still don't want to actively seek out this fight right now, but we are less than 100 from the level. Definitely not beating them again. I probably should have healed just to give myself 2 more tries to run. mess around with his Dragon Lord breath. From the level, that's worth far more than 11. Level 15, we get 0, 1, 28, there we go, 1, repel. That's what we wanted to see. We're getting 20 power from Erdrick's sword. We still need a bit more attack power and at least 1 more hit point. Actually, 97 is... I've done less, I've done 95, but 97 is generally where the barrier for comfortable fight versus really good fight is. Oh, there's a cave here too. What a jerk. Not quite ready for you. If you ever want to know why he's a jerk, talk to him while not holding Erdrick's token. Is this the grave or was I... No, it's mountain. I thought I was too far north for the grave. First item is a torch. Second item is the sword. Third is the fighter's ring, barely even randomized. It's usually in the chest to the left of me. In vanilla it is. But this one's second cursed belt. We saw the flute in Hawk's Nest, so that isn't any help. Final item is a fairy water. I did discard the... yeah. Cursed belt, so I don't have to discard it again. This was Breckenary. We could take a break in Breck. Let's dive the grave. The other option is coal. So if we see a third cursed belt, we know it's in coal. Or if we see nothing right here. Fourth is a torch. Nobody tell Gwaelin I'm giving up torches. Final item is the Death Necklace, which puts the harp in coal. And unless I got an absolute ton of attack power, I won't need it. Or an absolute ton of hit points, I mean. That was Hawksness, and no, I didn't see a town down here, just more desert tile. Oh, there's a bridge there. Let's see what, if anything, the golem has. Has hurt. Okay, so I am going to need stop spell for this fight. Not for the hurt, but for the heal more. Because it has those spells, I do want to fight it. At least as long as stop spell keeps landing. Right now the goal is just to see as many tiles as possible. Don't mind fighting 350 XP enemies, or anything that can potentially go down to 1 hurt more. There is a little path near the beginning we never took because we died to an armored knight. Make sure I get all of this swamp scene. Normally I like to follow the rivers and water features. Wait, have I seen the Stones of Sunlight cave? Yeah, I have. It had nothing in it. Is this cool, or have I gone to... No, it's Hawk's Nest. Somehow I've gone in a loop. That means I do know where I am on the map, at least. Here's Sharlock. That's the other piece I was missing. Am I near Cantlin? No, I'm too far west to be near Cantlin. Am I? Okay, good. I wasn't sure I'd seen all the hill tiles there. We can switch to swing hurt more strats here. I think this might be it. Nope, this is Cantlin. So I want to go take a heal and go check that southeast path. There it is. I still say it was right to put off this tiny little bit until later, though. To always go after the area with just more tiles to search. Exclamation mark Cole, what will you find? Harp Trade was at the pair up here, and then the jerk should be pretty much due south. Forget which one of these was the Harp Trade. Yeah, I was right about I've seen the Stones of Sunlight Cave. Here we are. Here comes the staff of rain again, falling on my head like a memory. There you are, finally. Not that I was complaining about the golems earlier. Level 16, we get 6 power, 1 agility, 1 health, 2 MP, hurt, and sleep. Let's go. If anything, I'm actually more worried about the overworld than about Sherlock itself. Quest complete. 86 agility, so I should be even money to run from everything below Armored Knight. Very close on that. Here's Sherlock. Get your rainbow emotes out. Secret passage found. We'll use a fairy water here, and hopefully I'll remember to note where it runs out too. But since I hadn't seen any encounters on the top floor, that's a good spot to use it. Golems are here. The dragons are here. Encounters in the spiral room. No encounters here either. It's looking Stone Man. Looking like I have 6 MP to spare. This should last me. Last one should last me till right at the Dragon Lord. We're not quite defense isn't quite high enough to break Axe Knights. Final zone. Another Axe Knight. Was ambushing. Fighter's Ring, that's why I have 136 and not 134. Bonk, 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 bonk. Somebody's got to multi-run block me at some point. Uh-oh. Well, that's reason to immediately fill back up. Red dragons are the hardest enemy to run from in the game. That doesn't cost to heal more. We do have one more regular heal in the tank if we need it. A red dragon, and that ambush costs us a heal more. We should still be alright. On an exact multiple of 8. Don't you dare try to do that to me, game. Not one step before the Dragon Lord. Will B become foolish? I can become cursed, but not at 98 HP. Stop spell hype. Try to find another stop spell. We don't. Round 2. Fight! $11. $20. $31. $47. $61. $75. I'm about a half swing behind the 80 I like to be at. 85. Good time for a low roll. 102. 114. 125. 136. Gonna need some big rolls here. 146. 155 isn't enough. The mini-boss was the real winner on that one, making me use up an extra heal more. At least we got into potential lethal range. I think I do want to pick up another level, that means. I was getting lots of low rolls. I mean, sure, there was the 14 and 17. But even just a couple more damage on the 9s and the 10s. Excellent. $70 streams. Wow. Probably doesn't miss too many. Level 17, we get 3 power, 1 agility, 9 health, 2 MP. That should probably actually do it. Another point of damage on every swing. Probably do want to refill on fairy waters. I tend not to share my stream streaks either one. I don't know why. Alright, let's try this again, except with more health, another heal more, and doing another point of damage every swing. I thought Sherlock was a little farther west. Definitely makes me feel good, especially when you get the big streaks going. block. Yet still red dragons on this bottom floor. I forgot to buy herbs. We're gonna leave the fairy water off then. We're going to end up in pretty much the exact situation we were before. Unless we can get some big numbers on this red dragon. Which it looks like we are. Big enough numbers, at least. Old B, become foolish. Still can't become cursed. Thanks, Aka, for the good luck. I am going to need some luck. Round 2. Fight! $16. $29. Double. 42. 58. 74. 91. 105. 122. 134. 149. Not a guaranteed win. 159. So we had somewhere between 155 and 159 hit points. You can have up to 165. Did rescue the princess, have to wait for her. But thou must. Time. Thanks, Masaka for the GGs. Thanks, Rowdy Sniper for the GG. Are Shovel Knights vulnerable to hurt more? Only one Drakey missing the whole game. Lots of Metal Scorpions. 16 to 16 Wolf Lords, because that was my mid-game grind. Until I got the hit points to at least try to wander around on the red dragon infested overworld. There were green dragons, but I didn't see very many. 23 red dragons seen. 87 heal mores, 20 hurt mores, 20 ambushes, 21 bunks, and a final time of 140.51. I'm going to take a quick break and be right back with the second seed. reset, notepad emptied, let's go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! The Dragon Lord must be defeated. And may the light shine upon thee. We're starting with an herb, a dragon scale, radiant spell. I'm supposed to grab this key first, just so that I don't mess anything up. And 22 strength. I love lamp. Thanks, Aka, for the good luck. I will need it. Even when there is an immediate down. Garenham, home of the Garen hamsters. There's a large shield, a hand axe, and a half plate here, and a chainmail. Yep, we've got Radiant and we found the hamsters. We can win now. Can't cast it every time, right? Right. Level 2, we get 4 power, 3 agility, 1 health, 5 MP. How much am I doing to roll? Just 3? No, that's not gonna work. Wouldn't be unreasonable to go get torches in this position, even with the 22 strength. Actually, wait, there's also that Drakema we saw near Garenham. Can also sell our dragon scale, but we do keep the bonus. What we do give up is an easy way to pass our turn if we decide we want to do a gold grind. Bottom of the map and another town. I think the metal scorpion is too strong even with torches. Yay, it's Brackenary. There's a club here and a flame sword and a silver shield, so if we do see a gold grind, we want to do it. Not very unexpected there. Definitely not beating a wolf. Especially when it's got DL2. Toasty! Let's go try up over here then. See if we can't get that droll back. Level 3, we get 35 power, 1 agility, 6 health, 28 MP. But guess what? We don't get anything to spend that MP on. Level 4, we get 6 power, 3 agility, 3 health, 7 MP. Miserable little pile of secrets, but enough talk, have at thee. Well, that hurts more. New cave, it's the harp trade. We do not have the harp. Probably the east edge of the map. Ooh, nice. Level 5, we get 7 power, 8 agility, 1 health, 1 MP. There's a cave. That swamp looks like nothing. This is mountain. Kinda hoping to find a key in here. Actually, I should probably use up my herb too. Give myself an extra chance to run from things. Hopefully. First item is a token. Almost tempted to stay on that top floor and try and get another droll. Second item is gold. We actually don't want to see gold right yet. Third is wings. Fourth is a torch. Darn, the herb didn't make a difference. So we're gonna hold off on that 5th chest in mountain for a bit. Just hope it isn't a key or a sword or armor. Level 6, we get 12 power, 6 agility, 3 health, 11 MP, stop spell, return. I could go grab that chainmail if I wanted. I am coming right back here, actually, if there's Druid Lords here. I can grab that hand axe, too. Damage good. Magician gives us just enough to stay at the inn. I suppose I could have tried to go back to Brackenary and use the cheap inn. It is dodging. Back-to-back dodges? Really? That really just happened. Okay, maybe I don't want to stick around there then. Yeah, it's not a surprise with no body armor. I guess I swing at everything right now just because all the stuff I can take is running. So it's not really worth trying to filter out. Yeah, this turned out to be nothing. Just a little desert island over there. Level 7. We get 3 power, 2 agility, 4 health, no MP. Maybe I'd go fight by Brackenary even though the There is the Demon Knight there? Question mark? And that's how good damage is. I never bought herbs. Maybe that's a zone border? Right to the left of Brackenary? Nice one shot, level 8. We get 1 power, no agility, 4 health, 12 MP, repel, and hurt more. Ding ding ding! Let's go. Not a zone border. Of course, I immediately run into a wizard who's resistant to hurt more. This was Mountain Cave, wasn't it? Or was it Harp Trade? This was Harp Trade. You know what? I wasn't able to name it right away, so I have to go in. It was in fact Harp Trade. I still need healing. This was Mountain. I want to go check Mountain 5. Let's check up here real quick. Oh, I thought this was gonna dead end. It did dead end, but there's a town here. Kinda hoping for Rimalder. It is Rimalder, the key to keys. But not the key to keys. So the plan is fill up on keys, go see what's in the shop. Actually, wait, we saw Silver Shield and... Flame Sword and Brackenary. And a full plate, I think. Bonk. Because I forgot I was at the left edge of the map, or right edge of the map. Eastmost Peninsula has the secret. And a fairy water. There's a copper sword. Flame sword and silver shield here too. We'll take the small shield for now, just to have something. No, probably at like 120/60 or something like that. Assuming 0, in the top left. Or top, or bottom left. Actually, I probably should have swung at that droll. Hopefully exactly the last chest we open will be gold, because we didn't open as many as all 5. Gold in the bottom right, so if they're a key, gold in the center. I do have to actually take this, in case it's the death necklace, but no, it's the harp. We've seen the harp trade. I'm gonna leave him re-enter in case the grave is in the basement here. It's the jerk. What a jerk. We still need the stones for him, too. Next stop is to see what's in Garenham. May as well pick up a half plate while we're here, too. Torch. An herb. And the death necklace, which we do want. It's the only chance we'll get at it. Swamp North. We can set up a gold grind from here. And level 9. Where we get 1 power, 3 agility, no health, 5 MP, heal more. Dong dong dong. Also lost count of how many right turns were there. I'm already doing 30 to a red dragon. Granted, that's probably my maximum, but still. Go for the 33. Hope to make it to magic armor and not be too unhappy if we don't. Half plate is the it's okay level of armor. Guard looking the other way while we clone a whole ton of gold. Make the money printer go brrrr. I mean, surely I can't deflate the entire Elfguardian economy doing this, right? Right? Definitely want to save. There are still those demon knights and wizards that could cause trouble. I thought so. I thought there was a full plate here. Did I pick it up anyway? I think so. Yeah, now I'm 500 or so gold off of a magic armor if I see one. But we did get the most important item, the silver shield. Oh, nope. Can't fight that. Okay, there's nothing down in this little island, except an axe knight. I'm just barely in a position where I need to prefer heal more. At least in most cases. I'm not sure I even care that much that the metal scorpion has hurt. Let's try to get into this corner where the wizard picked us off earlier. Make sure we see all the way in. Yes, we don't need to come back here. We're not quite strong enough for this fight, unless he happens to have hurt more and is weak against Stop Spell again. That's kinda to be expected. Well, we can stay out of that corner now, though. It does mean I'm giving up on magic armor unless I have a really good run. I actually do need to go back to that cave, because that's the harp trade, and I need to trade in my harp. Level 10. We get 3 power, 1 agility, 3 health, 1 MP. 3131. Here comes the staff of rain again, falling on my head like a memory. I've looked into this. Oh, no, this isn't north of Start. I have to go above the swamp and then north of Start, and then left. How does the knight move? Thankfully I have the silver shield and full plate on, or that would hurt even more. Dealing 30 of my 49 health still hurts pretty much, though. I'm nowhere near ready to fight a red dragon. I do get away. If Have I just done a complete loop and I'm actually back? I am actually back at start. There's the castle right there. Let's put up Repel for a minute, go heal in Garenham, and go back to exploring. Bonk. Of course, I know the red dragon is still there. Should probably go up past mountain then. Actually, no, there isn't anything past mountain except Rimalder, and we're done there for now. What is in that general area is a better enemy set. I see as more red dragons show up. That went exactly as expected. I guess back down to Breckenary then? I could try to go through the swamp cave too. The Druid Lord is running away. You might be strong wind. An enemy you plan on hurtmoring runs away. We're in the same position we were last seed. Lots of everything except health. Yeah, we know he's hurt and heal more. Looks like I may want to just not fight these. Once I get the level, we'll see what happens. level 11. We get 1 power, 14 agility, 11 health, 6 MP. It's not really enough to go. Through this red dragon infested overworld. But it's enough to make the Demon Knight a more reasonable fight. That is when the stop spells land. Probably rolled up there on the stop spell resist. Already knew about hurt on metal scorpions. Cast stop spell. I was probably gonna miss the first time around. Probably don't need to cast Hurt more here, but I'm doing it anyway just to make sure I win the fight. And that doesn't happen. Bogus! The one enemy I don't mind an excellent dodge on because he has the highest dodge rate in the game. Level 12. We get 0, 4 hurt outside. We still need some attack power. But now we're ready for red dragons. Let's start repelling. It's looking a lot like we might want to take the swamp cave. A lot like we have to. Sleep is the one spell I don't have right now. Yeah, this is gonna go back down to start. And that's the path we just went up. Oops. I suppose that's fine. I'm going to put off that last chest in mountain until last. Nothing down there. Nothing over here. Got a lake over there. And a big loop. And a town. Cozy little town. Coal! Exclamation mark coal! What will you find? I get the stones of sunlight. Which means we're just looking for the armor and the sword now. We do have to trade everything in at home. Somebody say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Wait a minute. That wasn't supposed to dead end. I have missed something somewhere. We're going to double check this just to be sure. That bridge doesn't go anywhere. Did I miss it to cross the one tile by Brackenary? I no longer need to fight you. No? Yeah, I did. Can't stop the fire sword magic, though. You know what I forgot to do while I was at home? Trade in my quest items. Quest complete. No stop spell for you. New town. Check that first and then the bottom left corner. Kentland, we'll canter on in. We have the flute, don't we? No, so if there are coordinates, it could be the flute. Let's make sure I don't mix those two up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we find the armor. Now we definitely want to fight red dragons. Agility is the only way our defense gets any better from here. We have the best equipment we can get. I haven't seen anything below 20, so I have to assume we can deal at least 40. Level 13. We get 3 power, 8 agility, 6 health, no MP, and sleep. We still need power. Wait, no, we have 12 attack power coming from Erdrick's sword. So let's see. 138? I think we could still use a level, but at this point the only fight I really want to take is Red Dragon, I guess. I wouldn't mind more health, so we don't run into the same problem we did last seed. Where we end up having to use up all our healing on the dive. Mind you, that's what we're supposed to use that healing for. Raid! Welcome in everyone from CD Improv stream. How is your stream going? As far as this one, we have everything except the sword, and I'm kind of confused about what path I'm supposed to be taking. Oh, here's a cave. Stones of Sunlight Cave with gold. Usually, I'm past needing any serious amounts of gold, though. Here's another cave. And a town, which I think has to be Hawksness. We're gonna check it first. It is Hawksness. Ho ho ho! Green dragon! Which would probably defense breaking. And boo! Start by diving grave then. Could also be last chest in mountain. You know there's 3 cursed belts here. Fighter's ring is helpful. But it could also still be in Sharlock too. And a key to replace the one I'm gonna use in a moment. I think Tablet is still out there too. It's in Mountain 4, or Grave 4. Dive Grave was the play. Actually, I should probably fight this guy. I am a little short on agility, too. Oh, here's Sherlock. So the walk isn't that bad then. I can go in from Kentland. Probably is winnable with the stats I currently have, but I'm a bit worried about the dive. Rare footage of EMP worried about the dive and getting a level for it. Our pal the green dragon here to level up on. Level 14, we get 1 power, no agility, 6 health, 2 MP. I think I need one more level. Let's keep one heal more in reserve because our agility is low and we're probably going to run out of MP if we get even one encounter. So of course I don't get any. We'll go for swings here. Since I have the armor and the stop spells will just bounce right off. 1,000 away from the level. Okay, 950, but effectively 1,000. In fact, one more for the level? No, it's probably 2. Probably was safe to attack on 25, but said 12, he could have done 25. Nope, 5 points off. I should have taken an extra magician. Yes, that's 8, but that's also the weakest enemy. It would have given me the level. Level 15, we get 2 power, 13 agility, there we go, 3 health, 1 MP. 78 is much more comfortable. Usually I want 80 plus, but I'm never unhappy to try and dive on 70 plus. Actually, do I have at least 2 fairy waters for the dive? I have 1. The torches that I bought right at the start that I never used. Because I had a 38 power level dropped in my lap. And none of the required secondary stats, health, MP, to go with it. Or spells. Heal more, heal, hurt more. I was fighting Drone Lords at like level 6. I was also having to heal up right away. Get your rainbow emotes out. This is what we brought the fairy waters for. Red dragons in the top zone. This is what the silver shield is for, I guess. Red dragons in the middle zone. Mercy roll, fourth escape is always guaranteed. Hopefully we can heal, walk back up a bit. Looks like we're back to full. We're gonna leave the fairy water off for now. Oh, werewolves of Sherlock. Our pal the green dragon, which we are now defense breaking. I believe that means we're also defense breaking Dragon Lord 1. Final zone. As armored knights, we'll have stop spell. Normally I'd note that down, but hopefully I win before it matters. Boss is a stone man. And we've made it. Thanks, Aka, for the good luck. We shouldn't need very much luck. We're foolish. We are not defense breaking Dragon Lord 1. Stop spell hype. Stop spell hype. Round 2, fight! That's why we heal. 15, right in the middle of our range. $25. $43. 57. 76. 96. No need to try to sneak in a double here. We're way ahead. 116. 129. 140. 159 is enough, which it should be a little more than half the time. Thank you for the GGs, Zach Misaka, Fell Sorcerer, Rowdy Sniper. Fairy Water runs out. There's nothing for it to repel anymore, though. And no princess. Time. We've got Woodman. Had 6 Drone Lords, had 9 Metal Scorpions. Bunch of Knights, Wyverns. 20 of 21 Green Dragons seen. I believe one was in Sharlock that I didn't see, so that's why I didn't get a perfect. 21 Heal Moors, 53 Hurt Moors, 24 Ambushes, 10 Bunks, final time of 119.11. Let's go raid Diabetes. He's also playing a community race. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next mission.